And we're back here on a morning show. I'm Bob Zadora, just like it says there. And I missed introducing Scooter Callis this morning, and I apologize. I don't know. I was kind of carried away with my anniversary, I guess. Just trying to make sure that I had everything good for my honey.
That's a more important. They know who I am by now. I hope.
Yeah, I would hope. I agree.
So no, that was important. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
We've been this week in real estate has been busy. It's been people trying to catch up from the snowmageddon, so everybody kind of lost about a week in one form or another with things that being not open and trying to get stuff done, and the weather being actually throughout the country, it slowed things down. There were things that didn't get closed right away on time and it got pushed back.
That's what I was going to ask is, with the weather and everything being what it is everything crammed now trying to make up for?
We're trying to catch up for some of that. There were some appraisers that weren't able to get out to do houses. So if they don't get the appraisal done and get it submitted back to the bank, they don't get a chance to look at it. And so and they usually wait like to the last minute to go out, which is not a good thing. Go a little sooner. And, get that done and get it submitted so that time keeps moving along.
So you're saying Linda's busy right now?
She is. She's been busy, and we had and she's Linda, trying to keep up.
People that don't know Linda, her feet, and you've used this before about a duck on water, and they look so smooth, and everything's going, and that's how it's supposed to look to you.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. It's supposed to everything's going smooth.
That's what we get paid for. Is to make things look.
But underneath that water, Linda's feet are running. I mean, that's just what she does, though. I mean, you talk to her, she prides herself in that and being able to juggle this plate with this plate and this plate.
She's got a spinner.
Yeah.
That's right.
And she keeps all you guys organized.
Sam got her a wall plaque thing, a door thing, and it's chaos coordinator. And that's really what it is.
Yeah.
And that's what she does so well, is keep all of us in line and keep everything going. And she gets everything and goes through it. We're missing this, we're missing that. We got to get that. Call the office and submit it there, and then hope that everything gets there and that it gets filed in the right places. There's a lot that goes into this.
And I think people don't realize that. And now there was a day that you could just put up a sign in your yard and somebody come and talk to you, you sell your house, you walk in there and says, all right, we're going to sell our house to the closing company, get the paperwork done. Those days are gone.
Yeah,
the rules and regulations and everything that's required for every little step you guys do, I couldn't imagine anybody ever trying to do that on their own without losing their mind and just hating the process.
Yes, because when you look at the numbers for sale by owners and how many turn into realtor transactions, just because you have people just coming up cold, knocking on your door.
Yeah.
You don't know if they've been pre-approved. You don't know anything about them. So they could say, we love this house. Well, they don't have credit zero, let alone alone something in the 4s or 5s. I mean, they get nothing. And it's entertainment for some people. We'll get calls from people, and they'll want to see stuff, and they'll be looking for information, and even if it's just emailing it out, you kind of get that feeling after a little while, like, okay, send me some proof of funds here. Send me, your pre-approval letter that you got. Oh, you haven't been pre-approved? Okay, why don't we start with that? Let's go get pre-approved, and we do that for everybody. Go get pre-approved, and let's see where you are.
And a lot of people don't realize, but somebody's trying to sell their house, so when somebody's got to come look at it, they usually got stuff going on. They may have animals. They've got to take a lot of steps to make that and they're happy to do it because they're trying to sell their house. I get it. But they don't want to waste their time either.
Right.
And that's where it's real important to know that person is pre-approved, this is an actual buyer that's looking at a home.
Yes.
Rather than just somebody that's out joyriding and said, hey, this home looks cool, and then why are you going to put me out?
Yeah.
For this. I mean, I'll be honest. I've been through it, and I know it can be a pain in the butt. But you're happy to do it as long as you know that, hey, this is a viable person that may be interested in this home.
And we get people that are coming down. They're down on vacation, and they're just kind of looking at the area. They want to see what's here. They're just and that's how we started. The first time we came down, we didn't come down to buy a house that time. We wanted to see what was here. So we'll take them to places. We'll run by the hospital and the library and down to one of the dams and little tours that we have to kind of show the area. And if they want to see houses, I'll show them vacants. They'll say, well, I want to see this one. We saw this one online. It looks really cute. Are you ready to buy now? Well, no, we're just kind of looking. Well, by the time you're ready to buy, that house will be sold, so it won't really matter. And I'm not going to tell Grandma, pack up the dog, clean up the house real quick, so you can walk through it and go, oh, yeah, this is nice, and come back out, and you're never going to. And she's like, she thinks, okay, this could be my buyer. We could be ready to go. And that's the frustrating part. So there's enough vacants usually that we can find that we can go and show them. You want to see what the housing stock looks like? So it looks like the same as every place else. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. What you're really buying is you're buying the area. You're buying God's country.
The peace of mind that you find here.
Exactly. So, but to run people through sellers' houses just for sport, that you know, shame on you for doing. If you're doing that, shame on you for doing it. But and they want it. I want to see it.
Yeah. Well,
No.
then go get pre-approved.
No. When you're ready to buy something,
because you're wasting the time anyways. Because that house will not be there when you're ready to buy.
Exactly. That house to be sold.
Yeah.
If you haven't got nothing done, and you got to go back to Cleveland, or we haven't sold our house. Okay, have you had an agent come and look at it? No, we haven't even done. Well, you're a couple months at least, if not longer, out. So when you're ready, when you're legit ready, come on back and we'll see what's on them. We'll send you listings as they come up. There's things that we can do. We're not blowing you off.
Yeah.
We want you to come. We want to sell you a house. That's what we do. But we want to make sure that it's right for you and for the seller. We want it to go well for both sides. So that's one of the things that we really pride ourselves in is making sure that things are as good as they can be. Not everything goes as planned. Just try as we might, there's things that we don't have control over. Like I say, the appraisers who get backed up.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be here, but the VA is a problem with some of that, in that there's only 1 or 2 people that do the VA appraisals. And they've got extra paperwork that they have to do for a VA that they don't have to do for the other.
See, that's one of the things that would bother me without having somebody like you guys representing me is I need to know what kind of loan they're bringing to the table, because that's a big factor of what I'm going to have to do.
Right.
And I know you sit down with people and you say, listen, these are our offers. With this loan, you're going to have to fix this, this, and this before they can do anything.
Correct.
Where this loan, you can get by with this. We'll have to, you need to know that. To me, that's important, and that's one thing that you guys can sit down and say, listen, this offer may be more enticing. It may be a couple dollars less, but here's where it's going to save you is because you don't have to do this and this and this.
Exactly. Because it's not always the money. It's the conditions of things and how things are going to go. That's got a lot to do with it, and we open with it because with the VA, you get this, and there's some great programs with the VA. There's, that can be done. You can work it out, but you need to know.
Yeah.
What's going to occur. You can't buy your way out of if you've got some issues, that with an inspection. You've got to fix them. Well, now you've got to be out of pocket for that. There's people that can't come out of pocket for $500 for that matter sometimes, and so this offer, which is a little less, we can give them $1,000.
Yeah.
And they can take care of the
They'll
repairs.
fix
They
the
can take care of the
repairs.
repairs themselves, because the repairs are going to be the repairs no matter what. They're not going to go away the fact whether it's this deal or this deal.
But on top of that, you got to know which loan you can do that with.
Right.
Because not every loan will give you that option to say, hey, you can just put this money over and let them do the repair. Some of them loans, I know they have to be done before that closes.
Yeah, the VA's got to be done before.
And you need to
they
know
close.
all this.
Sure. And we've
As
held
a
money out.
homeowner.
We had a structural issue, and we held money out at closing because the guy couldn't get it done. He said, I'm a month out. Well, we weren't going to hold the closing off. So, okay, how much is it going to be? It's going to be this much. Okay, so we held out that much plus 300 just in case.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. He got done. Turns out he was like 200 below where he thought he was going to be, and they got a check for the 500 back.
Awesome.
And that's so there's things that we can do and help facilitate to get things done to make people happy. We want happy people.
This is why you do what you do.
It is why we do it, because then when you get that smile, when you're done and that you're coming out of the closing, everybody shakes hands, and you come out and you go, yeah, okay, that was what we wanted.
We shook hands. I'm happy, and all I seen was the top of that duck.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. The duck was going right across the pond the whole time.
Yeah, it was great. It was easy.
No Elmer Fudd.
All right, what do we got on numbers
This
over
week
there?
in real estate, there were 19 new listings came on the market. One commercial property, one parcel of land, 17 homes came on the market. They ranged in price from $45,000 to $1.9 million. There were 27 properties sold, 3 commercial properties, 4 parcels of land, 20 homes closed. They ranged in price from $610,000 to $50,000. Average sale price this week was $267,000 with 111 days on market. Total of $5.3 million in residential real estate closed this week. 21 properties expired. Part of that was coming out of January into February. The beginning of the month, that goes up a little bit. There were 15 residential price changes. Currently, there's 446 homes listed on the MLS. And when I use that number, those are homes that aren't either contingent, taken backups, things like that. That's how many homes you can walk into and buy, make an offer and purchase that day. You can't close it that day, but
Homes are still,
but there's still a few
still
out there.
selling. I mean, you talked about 111 days on market. That's still not.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's
No,
not
it's
as
up.
not as good as it's up
Yeah.
for some. So, but it's some of that's obviously older stock that's been sitting around, and people realizing, okay, I'm not going to get where I thought I wanted to be. COVID is over.
Yeah.
COVID is over. There's
Those
no
numbers
ifs,
are
ands,
over.
or buts. So thank God COVID's over. But so Susie got this much for her house. Yeah, when was that? Oh, in 21. Yeah, okay, but I'm sorry, I can't do that. Their interest rates were 3%, and people were coming from
People were
everywhere
paying
buying stuff.
above what the asking price
Exactly.
was just to be able sight unseen.
Yeah.
Yeah, those days are over.
It's over. So interest rates are just a hair over 6. Local banks. I can't stress that enough. We just have Rocket is going to. They got a big lawsuit going with them right now. So you want to stay away from all of that. Local banks. They're the ones who support all the teams. They back the Bombers that are going to be on here in a few minutes. They do your T-ball teams and all the other things. So do that. So, in conclusion,
How do they contact you?
there you go.
How do they contact Linda?
That's right. Call the brains of the outfit. Call my honey. She's at 870-405-0793. And check out the website, retire2arkansas.net. We pay and we have a full IDX on there, so all the houses are listed on our website as well.
Awesome. It's good to see it still rolling. I mean, it's like I said, with COVID, people didn't know what things were going to do afterwards, but it seems to have leveled out, and we're in a good place.
Yeah,
we really are.
We are. But it's not this buyer's market, not the seller's market that it was.
It finally leveled out, which we knew was going to
And we
eventually
knew it
happen.
was. I mean, it's just
it had to.
It's all cyclical. It couldn't keep going like that. No, we couldn't. So join us next week for This Week in Real Estate. We'll be back in a minute with the basketball coaches, and we will continue from there here on the morning show on XL7.